Dear Mini fans, last year, one can say without a doubt, was a challenging year for all of us. 2020 reminded us a lot of the very beginnings of our brand more than 60 years ago, when in 1959, Mini ingeniously turned a crisis into an opportunity. In the last 12 months, we launched the fully electric Mini Electric. By doing so, we were able to more than double the sales of electrified Minis in less than a year. Currently, more than 50% of all Minis are either fully electric or plug-in hybrid cars. We launched the Mini Vancouver Works GP, an enthusiast car we continuously receive praise for. And we refreshed the Mini Countryman. Last but not least, we decided on the future of our brand. We are realigning our model portfolio and are further expanding into electric mobility and the premium compact segment. We are strengthening our market position through local production in China, while keeping production stable at the home of our brand in Oxford. Today we are here to speak about the new Mini. I'm happy that I'm joined by completely different people, united in their passion for Mini. We will be talking to Oliver, our head of design, and to Petra. She is the head of the project for the new Mini. And finally to Rauno, the legendary rally car driver for Mini. Mini is a quintessentially urban brand. Starting in 1959 with the first Mini, we have approached urban challenges with a view that we could offer maximum experience with a minimal footprint. The very first Mini, built in 1959, became a design icon and had a deeply human appeal in its look, driving experience, and accessibility, focusing on substance and quality while carefully refreshing its iconic design. Mini relaunched as a premium brand 20 years ago. Needless to say, the arrival of the reinvented Mini had quite an impact. While retaining its original spirit, Mini came back anew, as premium yet urban, impressive yet thrillingly playful. The new Mini packed a new revved up and ultra-polished punch to its iconic classic go-kart design. By staying true to its legendary roots, but completely reinterpreting them in a fresh, modern way for the new millennium, Mini tapped into the zeitgeist once again. With its iconic design and thrilling go-kart feeling, Mini disrupted the established small car segment with every new generation. While we stay faithful to our legendary roots, we reinterpret them completely anew for each new generation, with a portfolio of small cars for the urban driver. 20 years after the launch of the modern Mini, the fourth Mini generation is at its best, with an intensive update for the Mini 3-door, the Mini 5-door, and the Mini Convertible. We consolidate the position of the three models as benchmark of driving pleasure, expressive design, and individual style. Mini stands for design competence. It is synonymous for stylish cars with standalone character. I'm happy that Oliver Halmer is joining me and placing the new Mini in a greater design context by showcasing our creative approaches and innovations. Let's see what he's got for us.
Hello everybody, my name is Oliver Halmer. I'm head of Mini Design, and I would like to introduce you the complete makeover of our new Mini. And first of all, my personal highlight. We call it multi-tone roof. And it's a transition from a dark blue to a lighter blue into black. Something really iconic and outstanding. But I would like to show you all our design highlights which we do have in our new model. And first of all, I would like to start with the front. The front, as you can see, reduced the amount of parts. We cleaned up as far as possible, and we emphasized this area around the hexagonal grille. And that's what you see. The grille is bigger than before, but this let us the space to implement body color within the grille, which gives us more value and more modernity. In the lower area of the grille, and that's the Cooper S, you see the air inlets for the brakes, which is held in black high gloss. And something that is important for aerodynamic reasons, we do have a air curtain. So the air is running through and coming out in front of the wheel. Coming to the side brings me to another highlight, the wheel design. As you see, the shape is pretty much classical. You see it's a 7-spoke wheel, but we refined it through a milling process, as you can see here. So the milled surfaces are high gloss silver with a beautiful contrast to the rest of the wheel in black. And you see this transition from thick to thinner gives us the impression that the wheel has a certain dynamic already when it's standing still. And the body side, you see we kept our famous side scuttle, where you see the engine which is in the Mini, but as well the blinker, and this is in LED technology now. Let's have a closer look to the rear. And in the rear as well, we tried to reduce as much as possible. You see, the focus of the bumper face is in the lower area, a really sporty touch, so to say. We do have an insert in body color, as you have seen it already in the front. And this gesture here, what you read there, emphasizes our double exhaust pipes. But now let's have a closer look into the interior. And first of all, you see this little badge. This badge shows that we do have Mini Euro's interior trim. And at first glance, you see it's a Mini typical interior. And we took a lot of attention into refining every little detail. First of all, you see that the core elements are entirely new. We reduced the amount of switches and buttons in the center icon, so there's just one flat surface. And something that is really nice from my perspective is that we do have now a totally new look and feel in our interface. And this shows the next step in terms of digital approach for a Mini. And as we all know, Mini is for driving. And therefore, we took a lot of attention into the steering wheel and the buttons. They are now in black high gloss, flat, and pretty modern. So these were the design highlights of our new Mini. And as you can see, now more than ever, it's worth taking a closer look. Thank you.
Thank you, Oliver. I love the multi-tone roof. And this small car with a big heart isn't standing still. Modern technology now seamlessly flows from its apps and interior features. Petra Beck, head of the project for the new Mini, will give us a brief insight into the new features of the car. Petra, I guess you must be very pleased.
Yes, indeed. I'm really excited. I'm very pleased to see the results of our work come together nicely in the new Mini. The increased product substance can be felt and seen everywhere in the interior. The new driver assistance and comfort features make this car my favorite. I only highlight a few aspects now. Let's start with the updated 8.8-inch center instrument, which is surrounded by laser-engraved LED ring. The operating system now features live widgets, which can be accessed with a swipe on the touchscreen. To me, this looks far more striking, but is something you will need to experience live once you get your hands on a new Mini. Then there is the enhanced and more functional sport leather steering wheel, which comes standard now. And while we are updating the steering wheel, we decided to upgrade it. It can be heated now at the touch of a button. I really like. For all of you who like to express yourselves through color, we've got you covered. The new launch and sports presettings color match the interior of the new Mini, all the way from the digital cockpit to the central instruments, interior surfaces and door panels. Good news, the LED headlights come as standard now, and we have dechromed the inner housing of them. A new feature is the bad weather light, which is activated at the touch of a button and which replaces the foglights. The Union Jack taillights are also part of the standard equipment. We've slightly darkened the lens. Our internal combustion engine portfolio ranges from 75 horsepower, the Mini One First Up, to the Mini John Cooper Works with 231 horsepower. All engines meet the Euro 60 emission standard. The fully electric Mini Cooper SE offers 184 horsepower while emitting 0 emissions. With our new adaptive suspension, we are able to achieve a good balance between sportiness and comfort through the use of continuously frequency-selective damping. This significantly increases the driving comfort when compensating for light road bumps while maintaining the sporty characteristics of a Mini. Two new safety features complement the driver assistance package. The lane departure warning is designed to help the driver keep the car in their lane. If the system detects that the car is straying out of its lane, it will vibrate the steering wheel, notifying the driver that steering correction is necessary. The active cruise control with stop-and-go function not only maintains the desired distance to the vehicle in front, it also slows the car to a standstill. A short actuation of the accelerator pedal is then sufficient to start again from the stand.
Thank you for the insights. One question remains. Have you chosen your new Mini yet? What are you going to drive?
Anytime, Bernd. Well, I currently drive a Mini Cooper S and I will be getting a new Mini Convertible in zesty yellow in spring.
Every time we launch a new Mini, we ask our legendary rally drivers to test them and sign them off. I'm very happy that Rauno Altonen, the Monte Carlo rally winner, did us the honor this time. And I'm even more thrilled to talk to him personally. Hi Rauno.
Ja hyvää huomenta. Nyt on vielä aamu. Tervetuloa Suomeen. Täällä on kaikki hyvin.
Rauno, how important is heritage to you? How important is it to stay true to our brand?
Well, the word heritage is something, it means different things to different people. But I, with my long experience in motorsport, I respect the word heritage very much because I believe that we cannot learn something in one day, new technology. We have to base our development to the long experience for last 100 years. And Mini is now a rather old make already. It means we have a knowledge, and I mean here technological knowledge. What we have learned about front-wheel driven cars, what we have learned about suspensions, handling, brakes, tires, everything. This is one part, that is a technical part. And then there is the heritage, which are beautiful memories in the minds of people. And this is also important because if a car is not popular, it will not be sold. And if it's not being sold, I cannot get my rally car. So they are both important.
First things first, how do you like the new Mini? How do you like your special number 177?
When I drove my new Mini Cooper, as you see, 177. The 177 has a special meaning in my memory from a Monte Carlo victory. And when I drive the car, it just brings back the good memories. But it is a car which feels right, which makes it.
It's more than 50 years now since you won the Rally Monte Carlo, and people still remember you. Why is that?
The people still remember Mini all over the world. Difficult to say why. I would say number one thing is the heritage, the emotional side. Because it was in the 60s like the David against the Goliath. And David gets always the sympathy. The smaller and weaker one gets the sympathy of people. So the Mini had the sympathy of all the people all over the world, and also there were not so many functions, sport or anything else in the world. So motorsport was much more pronounced than it is today. So my Monte Carlo victory, it was spread all over the world, and people, even if they didn't know the Mini or ever had seen a Mini, they thought this is a fantastic car. And this is how I think the heritage, the beautiful memories, is why even today very many people remember these victories in Monte Carlo for the Mini.
Tell me something between us. If you were to choose between the new Mini and the classic Mini. Which one would you choose?
What car should I choose to drive home now? We are at the Arctic Circle. It's -degrees, there is snow. It means that you need a car which is stable on the road, and the big wheels of the new car give you additional traction and safety. And you know, things like heated seats and heated steering wheel and proper automatic heating. The windscreen and the side screens, they all stay clear, you can see, which is important. It will be the new Mini.
With further developments coming down the line, this little legend is just beginning its latest journey. With the new Mini, we achieve an iconic degree of maturity in the small car segment, more than ever in the areas of design, product substance, and premium quality. The Mini is and remains the original that stands out from the crowd and reinvents itself again and again. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.